Peace and joy, guys. Welcome back to another video. Drumheller Farms, and we got a pig move today, and I'm going to show you their paddock. And it's not the best looking paddock. Nothing I'm super proud of, but we had two torrential downpours. They really go to town rooting up when you get a bunch of rain like that, especially when two rains were over a ½ inch in the matter of minutes. Not the best looking paddock, not almost proud of that, but what I am proud of is the regrowth on this paddock that was no more than just about 5 or 6 paddocks ago. So look at all that clover that's come back. That clover was never here before we ran pigs through here. I've never seen that clover out here like this. I got the backhoe out here because that far side of the pig infrastructure over here has got a lot of brush, sticks, and so on that just makes it a lot easier to come in there and grab it with those claws. And I'm gonna kind of clear the rest of everything out here. We've been giving them 2 paddocks at a time now that they're older. Now what you see here is a matter of 5 days. Okay, so it's not that they have not been moving. We have been keeping them moving very, very well. It's just a matter of the fact that it's the rain. But look at the size of these things. If anybody has any experience, and tell me how many pounds you think these things weigh, throw them down in the comment section, because this guy, I'm gonna guess he's up in the 200 pounds, but I have nothing to judge it off of because I've never done pigs before, so this is my first experience. Now, one thing we did last night, and you can see remnants of it, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but I came through with about 50 pounds of seed, and I seeded this paddock and the one that they're about to go into. Look at the seeding. There's almost hardly any bare soil over here anymore, and some areas are just thick with all those plants that we seeded in here after they just destroyed this paddock. Feeling really good about this because I knew it was going to be wet again today, and we actually got more rain today even, so we actually probably got another ½ inch or better today, which I'm very thankful for. Not complaining. You're not hearing that. So I went and seeded before they even come in here, because over there was a bunch of bare soil. I wanted to seed that, let them stampede that in there with their hooves, let them muck around in there with their snouts and get that work down into the ground. And I wanted to try one putting the seed down before they even came in here. So I'm going to get this cleaned up with the backhoe. We're going to get the net fence moved. We are going to give them another 2 paddocks, even though this is a lot more forage. They're bigger. We got the room. All of this stuff is recovered that we ran already this year. So we're going to put them over on this other side here as soon as we're done. Now, one way I can tell that this is not a result of not moving them enough is you can't smell them. There's no smell out here currently. Even though there's bare soil that I don't like to see, it doesn't smell like pig yet. If we left them here another day or 2, it probably would. So I appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button. Let's move some pigs. So here's what I'm talking about. there is plenty of areas where there's a bunch of sticks and small branches that have been stacked up from when I cut down a bunch of trees back here. So what will happen if we don't pick these sticks up, or these small branches, is as these pigs are in here rooting around and pushing everything everywhere around with their nose, what they're going to do is they're going to throw sticks right up on the fence, which is going to cause it to short out, possibly even knock it over. There was some rocks back here in this paddock 2 days ago. I came back here and there was rocks bigger than this pushed up on the fence. And it's amazing how powerful that nose they have on them is, that snout. They can really shovel stuff around like nobody's business. Now what Allison's doing right there is she's weed whipping a trail. We've got these markers up that kind of divide the paddocks up. And she's just weed whipping a trail here so that the net fence doesn't short out on everything. This takes us about 10 minutes with every paddock set up. We go through and just weed whip everything down real good. And this paddock wasn't too bad because it's a little thin in here, but another thing I'll do is if there's like some tall of these, I think this is a poke weed they call this. If any of this is up close enough to the fence that if they knock it down, it can knock the fence down, I'll normally weed whip that or knock it over like that. They eat those stalks like celery. It's pretty crazy to watch them do it. I've had several people over the years say, how'd you get her to weed whip? She's a weed whipping fool, let me tell you. She likes to weed whip, and I don't mind it either, so make a good team.
They planted a tomato plant.
Yeah, right.
They did.
It's growing?
I know a tomato plant when I see one.
What happened here?
The piggies planted a tomato.
How did they plant that?
They ate a tomato that we brought out here, pooped out a seed, and we watch it grow.
I don't know if that's what that is or not.
It is.
How you figure? Think you're a plant mama or something?
I know my plants.
All right, we're gonna put up a net fence.
I got a net fence down here.
I will say that today is yours truly's birthday. Young, 38 years old. All right, we got the one side of the net fence up here, and just a couple areas that still have some sticks here and there. And generally, it doesn't take us this long to move a paddock, but all these dang sticks that was my fault I left over on this side. Kind of wish I wouldn't have now. All right, time to move. piggy boys and girls. Is it off? That stupid one over there, it's like, what are you doing, dude? Got one lonely pig over here. Hey, let's go. Look it. All your buddies are gone. Let's go. Getting close there, bucko. That's it. They're over. Well, this is a first. They all came to the back of the paddock where the bare dirt was, and they're rooting around for some reason. That's must be a lot of bugs or something back here in these back paddocks. Normally they head right for the forage, so this is new. But what, dude? Huh? What? Well, they got plenty of forage here. I think they'll be good to go. Appreciate you watching. God bless.